So it's that time of year to where we not only celebrate with our family, friends, and loved ones our achievements that we have made, memories that we have created with them, and also knowing that we have made it through another year, even if it was a great year or a struggling year. This also gives us a chance to usher in a new year to where we can create new memories, create new goals that we want to achieve, and know that it's a clean start for some of us that want that. And there are some that I want to do that I want to share with you. And to those that watch this, you might relate to it. So hopefully, what I have set forth for myself can also enlighten and help you to achieve what you want to achieve next year. So, what I have coming up are some of my resolutions that I want to set forth, not only as an educator but also as an individual. All right, so here I have some of my resolutions. As a teacher, it's important to build relationships with not only your students but also your staff. And that is one goal that I would really want to achieve. And like I have started this earlier this year, especially with a new job, a new school that I'm at. Um, but there's some staff and some students that I'm really trying to work with that I really want to create that bond, that sense of relationship with them to help make my job um, more effective. Also, not only as an educator, but also as an individual. Um, so it's important that we build those relationships, those positive relationships. Granted, there are some that are negative, but you gotta learn to compromise, I think, to help show those show those students, show those staff members that you care for them and you are wanting to create a positive relationship with them or a positive oh, you know what I mean. Sorry, I stumble over my words and everything, but it's important to build this relationship because if you don't, you're going to have a negative working environment, you're going to have a negative learning environment, and it's important that you start working on these relationships and show others that you value them as a person, you care for them as an individual. So, in order to have those positive learning environments, those positive working places, it's important that you start to build on these relationships. The second bullet I have here for me trying to create a resolution as a teacher is making connections with parents and guardians, which is really important. Granted, there are parents that probably receive negative feedback emails from teachers regarding their child's behavior, poor academics. But it's important to get those parents and guardians on your side. And how you can do that is not just with negative emails or letters, but you got to also send out positive emails and letters to reassure them that you're really working hard with their child, that they are making progress academically and behaviorally, and are really striving to become a positive individual of society. So, making these connections with parents sooner rather than later is really vital and important, especially if you want them to be on your side and help fix some problems that they may be able to help you to resolve. And that is one goal that I really want to work on this coming year. My third point, work on meeting goals. Me, I like to sometimes overdo stuff and overwork myself, and then I get everything scrambled, and I start to really overdo things, overthink things, and then my anxiety really gets the best of me. But how I want to really work on this is by creating to-do lists to help me sort my thoughts out, creating planner goals, schedule things in, like pencil it all in, and that will help me to meet my goals. So, planning and scheduling, structuring your ideas, your thoughts can really help you meet your goals, especially if they're long term. All right, so now I want to go from being an educator to an individual here. So, my first bullet point here, make time for myself and set boundaries. This is where it gets really tough, especially when you are an educator and you have a family to take care of and so forth and so on. Um, it's important that you make time for yourself and that you make time for family at home and leave work at work. And I've struggled with this before, and it does take time away from family, it does take time away from friends, and it does take time away for you to work on yourself. So, how you can help with that is set a time for your parents, let them know, like, I do not check emails after this time. My family is really important, and I need to make sure that I respect their time and that they also respect your time. So ignore the emails. They can wait until the next day. But it's important that you make time and you set those boundaries. Let them know the importance of that. Which will lead me to my second bullet point. So, my second bullet point, work on mental and physical health. It is important that you take care of yourself. All right. So, as educators, it can be stressful. It is a stressful job because you're, one, having to make lesson plans. Two, you gotta make sure you are giving the students the instruction that they need. Third, you gotta make sure that you are creating a positive learning environment. Fourth, you gotta make sure everyone is safe. It's a lot. Plus grading and so forth and so on. And with me as a music educator, I also got concerts and all these performances on top of it. But it's important that you take care of yourself first, because if you don't take care of your mental and your physical health, you are not going to be able to become that effective teacher. You're not going to be able to do any of this. So it's important, if you want to be able to do this, you got to take care of this first. This will, if you put this first, then all this will fall into place. All right, so make time for yourself and make sure to work on yourself. Love yourself. Try to do everything you can to make sure that you are still there for your family, and when you're there for your family, you will also be there for your students. So I hope most of this made sense. I am not great when it comes to talking to a lot of people that might be viewing this, but if you viewed it and it helped you, please like, please follow. If you have any comments or feedback, please let me know. I'm here to help. I'm here to receive feedback to help me in any way that I can take. But anyways, if you're an educator and you have New Year's resolutions as an educator, what are they? Put them in the comments. If you are not an educator, what are your New Year's resolutions as an individual? So, all I want to say is I hope you all have a great New Year's and that you're able to create your New Year's resolutions and that we're all able to help each other and keep each other accountable to them. Happy New Year's, everyone.